The ISS Resolute shuddered violently as another volley of Kreth plasma bolts hammered against her hull. Commander Marcus Reeves gripped the armrest of his command chair, knuckles white, jaw tight. Every console on the bridge was screaming red. The ship groaned like a wounded animal dying in the dark between stars. Shield integrity at 11%, sir. Lieutenant Daniel Hayes reported, his voice cracking at the edges. He was 24 years old. He had a mother back in Tennessee who still sent him cookies in care packages. 11, Reeves repeated quietly. Around the Resolute, the rest of the Allied fleet was in ruins. 17 Galactic Coalition warships, Velhari cruisers, Tunic destroyers, even the massive Drovian carrier Endless Sky, were either drifting dark or burning silently in the vacuum. The Kreth Armada had come out of fold space without warning, without mercy, with 230 warships bristling with weapons that Coalition science still barely understood. The Resolute was the last ship still fighting. "Sir," said Ensign Tommy Garrett from Communications, "Kreth Command is broadcasting a surrender demand on all frequencies. They're giving us 4 minutes." Reeves looked at his crew. Hayes, Garrett, Chief Engineer Patricia Walsh at the back console, a burn across her forearm she hadn't complained about once. Navigation Officer Lieutenant Colonel James Brickman, a former Marine who had survived 3 wars and still somehow looked calm. "For minutes." "Brick," Reeves said. "Sir, how long until our quantum full drive is back online?" Brickman checked his screen. 7 minutes. Maybe 6 if Walsh performs another miracle. From the back, Walsh didn't look up. "Give me 5. Reeves nodded slowly. They needed to buy 5 minutes against 200 Kreth warships with 11% shields and a crew running on adrenaline and stubbornness. He leaned back in his chair and made a decision that would later be studied at every military academy in the known galaxy. "Garrett," Reeves said, his voice suddenly calm, almost conversational. "Open a channel. All frequencies. Every band they're using and every band we've got." Garrett blinked. "Sir? You want to respond to their surrender demand?" "Not exactly." Reeves reached into the chest pocket of his uniform and pulled out a small data chip. He had carried it since his first deployment 15 years ago. His father had given it to him. His grandfather had given it to his father. "Plug this into the broadcast array and turn the output to maximum." Garrett took the chip carefully, like it was something sacred, and slotted it into the array console. "Sir, what is this?" he asked. "That," said Commander Marcus Reeves, "is what humans sound like when we decide we are not finished." Garrett hit play. Across 230 Kreth warships, on every open channel, on every frequency from radio to quantum band, the music erupted. It was not what the Kreth expected from a dying ship. It began with drums. Heavy, thunderous, rhythmic drums that seemed to carry the heartbeat of something ancient and enormous. Then guitars, raw, electric screaming, joined by a voice that didn't sing so much as roar. It was AC/DC's Thunderstruck. Then it blended seamlessly, defiantly, into Sabaton's The Last Stand. Then Beethoven's Fifth crashing like artillery. Then America HFY. Then Eye of the Tiger. Then Seven Nation Army. Then Ride of the Valkyries exploding across the stars like a declaration of war written in sound. On the Kreth flagship, Admiral Vrethkon stared at his communications officer. "What is that?" "It is coming from the human ship, Admiral. It is their music, their war chants." "We believe so." Vrethkon listened for a long moment. The drums, the thunder of it, the absolute irrational, furious joy in it. The Kreth had conquered 41 species. None of them had ever done this. "They are dying," Vrethkon said slowly, "and they are singing." Back on the Resolute, nobody spoke. Walsh worked. Sparks flew. Hayes monitored shields that somehow, impossibly, climbed to 14% as the crew moved with renewed energy, like the music was fuel itself. Garrett was grinning. Brickman was grinning. Even Reeves allowed himself a small, hard smile. At 4 minutes and 52 seconds, Walsh's voice came over the intercom. "Full drive is online, Commander." Reeves stood up. "Garrett, keep that music broadcasting." He straightened his uniform. "Helm, Take us home. The Resolute folded out of space, music still blazing on all channels, leaving 230 Kreth warships sitting in silence, listening to the echo of something they had never encountered before and would never quite forget. A species that sang while it fought. A species that laughed at impossible odds. A species called human. And in every corner of the galaxy, the story spread. Of the last human ship, shields failing, crew bleeding, playing war music into the void. Not as a cry for help, as a promise. We are not done. We are never done.